High above the tree line, where the wind carves through ancient stone, the Yeti is said to roam in silence. The Yeti has no need for roads, only snow trails that vanish with the rising sun. To the Sherpa people, the Yeti is more than a myth, the Yeti is a presence that must be respected. Legends of the Yeti are passed down like sacred verses, whispered around firelight in Himalayan villages. Travelers who claim to have seen the Yeti describe it not with certainty, but with awe. Some say the Yeti moves like a ghost, massive, but almost weightless across the snow. The Yeti has reportedly left behind enormous footprints in places no human should tread. In 1951, a photograph of a Yeti track taken by Eric Shipton ignited the Western world's obsession. That image of the Yeti's footprint remains one of the most iconic mysteries in mountaineering history. Scientific investigations into the Yeti have ranged from genetic tests to high-altitude expeditions. Hair samples thought to belong to the Yeti have often turned out to be from local bears. Still, the Yeti resists explanation, remaining just out of reach, just beyond logic. Some researchers believe the Yeti could be a relic hominid, an evolutionary cousin lost to time. The Yeti in Tibetan folklore is known not as a monster, but as a mountain spirit. Stories tell of the Yeti guiding lost travelers home, rather than attacking them. Monasteries in Nepal and Bhutan claim to house artifacts linked to the Yeti, a hand, a scalp, even bones. Sir Edmund Hillary, after conquering Everest, once searched for the truth behind these Yeti relics. The Yeti has many faces, shaped by the culture that speaks its name. In the West, the Yeti became the abominable snowman, a fearsome beast of cold legend. But in Himalayan tradition, the Yeti is a guardian of sacred land, a force of balance. The Yeti is rarely spoken of lightly, to do so might invite its gaze. As snowstorms erase footprints and fog blinds the valleys, the Yeti becomes a lesson in humility. The Yeti teaches us that not everything needs to be seen to be real. Despite advances in technology, no drone, camera, or sensor has truly captured the Yeti. Perhaps the Yeti survives not in evidence, but in the space between belief and disbelief. People continue to climb into Yeti territory, driven by obsession, wonder, or perhaps something deeper. The Yeti may never appear, but the silence it leaves behind is louder than words. When alone at 18,000 feet, with nothing but snow and sky, it's easy to believe in the Yeti. Every unexplained sound in the night feels like the Yeti drawing near, watching from the shadows. Some call the Yeti a superstition, others call the Yeti a mystery science hasn't caught up with. Even skeptics admit that something unusual dwells in those ranges, whether or not it's the Yeti. The Yeti endures because it represents what the world has almost forgotten, the unknown. Unlike other creatures, the Yeti refuses to be caught, classified, or controlled. The Yeti is part of something larger than a single sighting, it is part of human curiosity. In a world that's been mapped, tagged, and scanned, the Yeti is a reminder that some things still hide. As long as there are wild places left, the Yeti will walk somewhere out there. The Yeti doesn't need proof to be powerful, it lives where myth and memory collide. In the end, the Yeti might not be real in the way we demand. But the Yeti is real in the stories, the footprints, the eyes of those who believe. And perhaps, that's the kind of real that matters most.